Good afternoon to everyone. Today, in this class, we are discussing one more very important concept. This concept is related to the accounting. So, as you know, accounting is a process of recording the transaction. Let me explain this concept with an example. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು. So take an example here. Particular person is called Ramesh. Ramesh is the owner of particular company called ABC. ರಮೇಶ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ABC ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಓನರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ABC ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳ so we know all the departments of the company, purchases department, sales department, whatever. So ಈ ಒಂದು ABC ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಆತ ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿದ. It's an example, right? Called X. So this X person is maintaining the purchases. X purchases maintain ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಂತರ ಇದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ X ಆತ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ನಂತರ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಂತರ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್, ರೈಟ್? Whenever purchases were made by the organization, the cash needs to pay. When sales are made, we need to receive the cash. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ cash book ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈತನೇ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So cash. Now see here, Ramesh is the owner ABCD Limited ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ X ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ X ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿನ ಆತನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. My question here, if one person is maintaining all the department, so take example one more department recording, right? So if one person maintaining all the activities, all the departments of the organization, my question here, is there any kind of a chance here to make a fraud? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು, ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ತಾನೇ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Fraud in sense misappropriation of funds, right? So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನಗಳ ನಂತರ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರಮೇಶ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟ್, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. He suspect the activities of the organizations are suspected by the Ramesh. Yes, something is going wrong. ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ chances are no. If one person is handling all the department, he can make a misappropriation, right? So misappropriation of funds are made here. Take an example. So you can give an example here. What X can make here? So he made a purchase of goods worth rupees 8,000. Right? But his intention, X intention is to make a fraud instead of 8,000. Actually, he had purchased a worth rupees 8,000. Right? But instead of 8,000, intentionally made a fraud here as 6,000 in order to make tally with the sales. He made a sales entry also, sales of goods rupees 6,000. That means what? So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿನ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಆಗಿ 8,000 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅದನ್ನ ಆತ 6,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಆತ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ 8,000 ಗೆ 6,000 ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಯ್ತು. It not makes any difference. Even in accounts also, it not makes any difference. So in this situation, if a one person is handling or maintaining all the department, the chances of frauds are more. So meanwhile, the Ramesh is the owner. He suspects the frauds in the organization. Frauds in the organization. So later, what Ramesh did here? Ramesh is going to make a changes now. ಈ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ರಮೇಶ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತನ್ನ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ABC. So now instead of one worker, Ramesh is going to appoint a several workers called X, Y, Z, R. So X is maintaining the department called purchase department. Y is responsible to maintain sales department. Z cash department, and R is responsible to maintain the department called. Now here made a change. Why Ramesh made a changes here? Because of this fraud, because of suspect. Because ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆತ ಸಂಶಯವನ್ನು ಪಟ್ಟ, ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ರಮೇಶ್. X, Y, Z, R ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ X ಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ, Y ಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ, Z ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ, R ಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟ. ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ R ಗೆ. So now my question, now after making changes of these all, the chances of frauds are more or less? I think so, because now the departments are separate in the sense separate persons are maintaining the separate departments. Now we can say the chances of frauds are less, right? So means here, whenever in a business organization the misappropriation of funds and the frauds are going to undertake. Frauds are happens in the organization. In order to make rectify, in order to make a verification of those all frauds and this a misappropriation of fund, a particular person is required. A confident, eligible and qualified persons are to be appointed by the owners of the organization. That person is called as a auditor. Who is that person? Auditor. Right. So auditor is not only going to verify the fraudulent activities. He is not going to verify the mistakes. Along with the fraudulent and misappropriation of funds and all things are to be examined. Along with internal control also, right? Internal control and the internal system reviews. He reviews internal system also. That means ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದು ಬರುವುದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ರಮೇಶ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದ, ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರಾಡುಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಫ್ರಾಡುಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎರರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ರಾಡುಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ whenever mistakes, fraudulent activities, misappropriation of funds, and all things are going to happen. Those all things are to be recorrected with the help of one particular process, that is auditing, and is made by one person called auditor. Right? So let us start, students. Now we are discussing that chapter, that's very important concept, subject called law and practice of audit. Let us start here. What is the chapter? What is the subject we are discussing? Law and practice of auditing. Law and practice of auditing. So auditing, the term audit is derived from Latin word. Latin word audit. What is this one? A-U-D-I. Audit. The Latin word audit, which means to hear. What is audit? The term audit is derived from the Latin word audit, which means to hear. What is the meaning of here? To listen. Whenever mistakes are there, whenever fraudulent activities are there, whenever misappropriation of accounts and the amount is there in the books of account, this person called auditor is going to ask why these mistakes are happens and why these fraudulent activities, and all things are going to be here or asked by the particular person called an auditor. So if you say the introduction, why this concept was introduced. Whenever, we say the olden days, whenever the owners of the organization suspects in the organization, yes, something is going on. For suspicion, if fraudulent activities are suspected by the owners of the organization, in order to verify, in order to examine of that particular fraudulent mistakes and misappropriation of the activities, the owners of the organization are going to appoint an experienced person, knowledgeable person, qualified person. That person is called as a auditor. So ನಾವು ಹಿಂದಿನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಫ್ರಾಡುಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಅಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳನ್ನ going to verify all the books of the accounts in order to examine is there any fraudulent activity, is there any mistakes, or is there any misappropriation of funds. That person is called as a audit. Right? To hear means what? First, listen. Right? Is going to listen why this fraud, why these mistakes, and why the misappropriation of something is right in the organization. Those things are going to be heard by the auditor for the responsible persons. Okay? So next we will move forward here. The meaning of audit. What is the next one? Meaning of audit. So auditor is a person who is going to make audit. Then what is the meaning of audit? First we need to understand the audit means. Audit andre, right? Audit means thorough and critical examination of all the books of account and rewards by the business of the business by an independent person. This is very important. By an independent person duly qualified for the job. Duly qualified for the job. This is what the audit. Audit is a process, or you can say it's an activity in which thorough in the sense of detailed examination, a full, a detailed and critical examination. Critical examination in the sense each and every point, examination of all the books of accounts. So all the books of accounts in the sense, so in the organization we are going to observe or examine the cash book, trial balance, profit and loss account, and the balancing. And all books are going to be verified, examined in a detailed manner, in a thorough manner. From the point of view from the beginning of the journal entry, from journal entry to the balance sheet of the organization, the thorough examination is going to be made, and rewards of the business. Keep in mind here, rewards in the sense cash. Whether the cash of the organization is used in a correct manner or not. Right? How much cash is went out of the organization and how much cash comes to the organization. Each and every point needs to be examined. Rewards of the business by an independent person. An independent person in the sense he should not be influenced by anyone. He should be an independent. He should be an impartial person. right? He should be an impartial, and he should be a knowledgeable person, and he is going to make a examination of books of account. What is the way? What is the intention here? Whether all the books of accounts are maintained in a right manner, duly compiled with the rules and regulation or not, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬುಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಗಳು ಇದೆಯಾ, ರೈಟ್, ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ, ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಮಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್, ಸ್ವತಃ ತಾನೇ ಅವನ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರಬಾರದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಆತನ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಚಲಾಯಿಸಬಾರದು, ಆತನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇರಬಾರದು, ತಾನೇ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಯಾರ ಒಂದು ಅಧೀನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಸ್ವತಃ ತಾನೇ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ he should be an experienced one, he should be qualified, right? So if he is going to make this process, that process is called as an audit. Okay, so in simple we can say audit is the verification of financial position as it is disclosed in the financial statement. Means one, whatever the position is showing the statements of the organization, profit and loss account and a balance sheet of the organization, whether these statements are fair enough or not, right, reasonable or not. Okay, that means what, ಈ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗಳು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಇವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದಾವ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕರೀತಾ ಇರೋದು ಆಡಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, so this is a little bit information in relation to the introduction of the audit. What is audit and how it was and why is it? Okay, so law and practice of auditing. So remaining things will be discussed. Thank you.